So my name is Charlotte Appelgren, and I'm heading up Cine-Regio. Cine-Regio is a European association for the regional film funds in Europe. We act as a lobby and a network for our members. The majority of the members, they are supporting films, audiovisual industry, and altogether they have 165 million euros per year to support and invest in cinema. Some of them are now also starting to introduce schemes, film funding schemes with public money for cross-media and transmedia. It's a long process, it takes time, but at least it's getting started. So we are very happy about that, moving that agenda. So that's why it's also very important to have events like this, Filmteractive. Yeah.
What are your impressions on the basis of the projects submitted to the Filmteractive Market and those which were chosen, basically?
And so first of all, I think it was fantastic. I mean, there was more than 70 projects selected, which really shows and demonstrates that there's a lot going on out there in this field. So it's not a niche anymore, but it is really developed. Also, looking at the projects that came from all over the world, it was not only Europe, but it were India, South America, US, etc. Those chosen, the 8 projects which have been pitching, are from Europe, if you can say only. So of course, being a European, I of course think that's fantastic. In terms of the projects, I think the level is very high. And both from the technology point of view and also from the creative point of view. Having said that, I also think there's a great diversity, because some of the projects chosen are more technology driven and some are more, if you can say, a storytelling driven. So I was actually there when they were pitching, hoping that some of these people, groups, companies would actually work together afterwards, because it seems that they have different strengths. So of course now we have the tough decision of choosing the 2 winning projects, so that's going to be difficult.
You've mentioned those 2 tendencies, the storytelling approach and the technological approach. Do you see any other tendencies, or on the basis of the projects which weren't submitted to the final pitching session, or maybe are those 2 the main approaches to?
I think the main approaches have been, the technology side, the engaging of audiences. How do you interact with audiences is the whole idea when you have cross-platform projects. From my perspective, I'm very much looking at the creative side and the storytelling element, because I think the technology for most of these projects are there. So what's the most interesting part is the storytelling element, because that will, those projects, I'm sure, will last longer.
Okay. And what are you, as a commissioner, looking for in a project? Because this is a pitching session about cross-platform, it's of course the interaction of the audience and the engaging of audiences in the storytelling element. So, and of course also whether a project is scalable, because if you want to have a viable business model and monetize it, you need to think, of course, about your target audience as well. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.